This is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of Bees Read.
Yes, and we also enjoy our weekly wine. What is our wine this week, Becky?
This is Hushkeeper. And you know, it's the wine that the name comes from, like the speakeasies. It relates to that. And this is it's made from 5 different grapes.
Oh, you can tell. Like, there's such a layered flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's very smooth, though.
Yeah. Does it have boysenberry?
Mm-mm.
Because the last few weeks we've done boysenberry, so I'm like,
no,
is it?
Mm-mm. Doesn't have the boysenberry.
Is there strawberry? There's something more.
Yes, yeah. There has a little bit of it's kind of more of the darker fruits, but it has a little bit of that lighter strawberry in it.
Yeah.
And cocoa. That aftertaste is cocoa.
Get that one. Yes, but it does. And, you know, this would have been a perfect Valentine wine.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Like, basically chocolate covered strawberries in a glass.
In a glass. That would be perfect. I love that. And again, remember, Scout and Cellar, clean crafted. No pesticides used whatsoever in any of the wineries. No sugar added, no dyes added. You get the authentic taste of the grapes and the way that they're prepared. And that's very, very, and it's all sustainable. We have sustainable corks, the bottles. I mean, everything is very environmentally conscious. No GMOs, so you're gluten-free, sugar-free. No, it's a great way to go if you're looking for a good wine.
Yes, and like a wine to enjoy with your friends. I have friends who aren't wine drinkers that have enjoyed a good Scout and Cellar.
Yeah.
So
and I think it is because of the authentic taste of the grape. You don't have all that added stuff in there to mess with it.
Right.
Yeah. You just get the fruity taste.
Exactly.
So what are we pairing it with this week?
So, I love that this has a lot of layers. I love that it has that like citrusy that's almost bitter because is our protagonist bitter in The Locked Door by Freida McFadden. And I know this is one of Freida McFadden's older books. I've just gotten around to reading it because I just finished writing and I needed an author I know I could like get through that book quickly so I could cleanse my brain of what I had just personally put on page.
Sure.
And for me, that was Freida McFadden. So The Locked Door, I do think it's one of her older books. I think it predated The Housemaid, which is the one that really got her famous. If you haven't seen that movie, by the way, it is so good. Although when I was telling it to my husband, because I spoiled the whole thing for him, told him the twist and everything, he's like, "Are you okay? I don't know that this is something you should be enjoying." But
see, I haven't seen that, actually.
You haven't seen The Housemaid? You need to see The Housemaid, Becky.
So don't ruin it for me. Okay?
I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Okay, don't tell me anything.
Freida McFadden is known for fast-paced thrillers that at the last minute it throws in a twist that you're like, what? I've been reading this whole book and I didn't see that coming. And
those are the best kind.
Those are the best kind. And she does that in The Locked Door. Now, I will say this. Well, no, I'm going to tell you about the story first. So the story is about Dr. Nora Davis. She is a surgeon. She's brilliant. She's also the daughter of a notorious serial killer called the Handyman.
Wow. Okay.
So when she was young and in school and kind of maybe a little bit showing sociopathic tendencies, she didn't know that her dad was killing people behind the locked door in their basement. He said he was making furniture. And of course the police find out. She ends up changing her last name. Her childhood name was not Davis. And getting as far away from this as possible. Like, they find out when she's 11. But because of who her father was, and because her father would always say things like, you know, I see myself in you, you're so much like daddy, and da-da-da-da-da.
What a terrible thing to say.
She's always kind of wondered at the darkness in herself. Because she's a surgeon. She's like, I enjoy cutting people, but it's to save them.
Oh.
Like, so she has this constant sort of who am I struggle of conscience, where it's like, even that, you know, I'm such a good surgeon, but am I a good surgeon because of who my dad is? I'm such a good surgeon and I want to save people, but is there that darkness in me? So she's a very complex character in that way. Because of who her dad was, she's always pushed people away, including her ex-college boyfriend, who she didn't recognize when she saw him at the bar as a doctor years after they dated. And it's only after a couple more times seeing him that she's like, wait, I know you. And he says, yes, I'm Brady. And she realizes that, oh, God, we dated in college. I don't even know why I didn't recognize you. Like, that's how standoffish she is from people. And she's trying just to get her life together, but also constantly telling herself, I can't have a cat. What if I do what my dad did to animals? I can't have a boyfriend. What if I do what my dad did? And just all of this stuff. She's so standoffish. Well, then, and her dad, like a lot of serial killers, had a type: brown hair, blue-eyed women. And women who have been her patients that are brown hair, blue-eyed women start turning up dead with their hands cut off, which was his MO.
Oh my goodness.
That's why they called him the handyman. So, of course, the cops are coming to Nora like, you're patients, you're the handyman's daughter. And it's written in such a way that there are moments, just tiny moments, where you're like, wait, is it Nora? Like, girl, what are you doing? She even at one point, and I don't think this is giving anything away, she goes and visits her dad for the first time, and she's like, who is your protege? Who is killing these women? And he's like, oh, I thought it was you. So just very wild, propulsive read. It's like she's towing the line between, I'm going to keep this a secret, I don't know if I can help the cops because the cops suspect me, and eventually it becomes obvious that if she's not the killer, someone is setting her up. And it is just, it's wild from beginning to end. The ending, I did figure out who it was for the first time in reading a Freida McFadden novel. But I think it's only because I've read so many of her books that I was kind of like, well, this one is who any other author would make the killer, so it's probably not him. But it will still surprise you. And then Freida threw in one more twist at the end about something that happened earlier in the book, and I was just like, dag nabbit, Freida, I thought I had you figured out. It's such a fun read. All of her books are a fun read. This one, dealing with serial killers, dealing with this family, trying to figure out who you are versus who your parents tried to make you be. It's something I think anyone can relate to, hopefully not on the level that Nora is having to deal with.
I hope not.
But, I think we all ask ourselves, am I too much like my mom? Am I too much like my dad? Like, did I pick up their bad qualities? Like, and as parents, it's again, like, am I giving them my bad qualities? But no, The Locked Door is such a good read. Definitely read it. 5 stars. Fun read, fast read.
Cool.
I think you'll really enjoy it.
So tell us, what are you pairing with what you're reading?
Yeah. What are you reading and what are you drinking? Bye, guys.